The problem that we kept seeing was children who were older and aging out of foster care, and there wasn't anything for them to do. And that really weighed heavy on my heart for a long time. And so I started doing research, and I found that no one was doing anything, because sometimes the best program is something that you can model and make better. There's no sense of starting over if you don't have to. Well, what we found is there was not a starting point. So we, after a lot of research, found a program that Tennessee is doing in conjunction with Bridgestone and Montlow Community College. And so we got busy and we went to work with them. And we took research trips to Tennessee and found out that 100% of their students that finished their program are placed in jobs. So it works for them there, but does it work for us here in our community? So we took that information and we went to industry, and I said, if we bring you students that have these 4 classes, hydraulics, pneumatics, PLCs, they'd say I'd put them to work on the floor today. I've got a stack of people with business degrees from Alabama that I cannot employ. That's not what I need as an employer in manufacturing in our community. And manufacturing is so rich in our community. So it was a no-brainer. And I had one industry leader say, you know, Lee, I spend $30,000 a year on recruitment. And I did that last year and got 2 entry-level maintenance positions, $30,000. And I said, so what if you took your recruitment budget and invested it into a nonprofit? Then you get a tax benefit as a write-off. And then when we finish our students, you can be the first in line to interview them, because we're producing world-class employees. We drug test on the front end. We make sure that they're ready through these soft skills and interviews. Not every student's taken. We have a set of standards for them to get in. What we don't want it to be is just a program where there's nowhere else you can come here. We have got standards. And when we turn out students out of KTECH, they will be the best of the best. We have now other communities looking at us and saying, we need this problem solved in our community. So our vision for this is to grow this on a regional and even a greater level than that, to make a significant impact in foster children. Between 75 and 80% of kids who age out of foster care end up in the prison system. 75 to 80%. And our folks at DHR probably know a lot of those individuals by name personally, because they work with them. And that's what you've got to understand. I give you statistics because we're business people. I give you statistics because we're in education, and those speak to you. But our kids no longer need to be statistics. Our kids are the ones that need this investment, and all they need is a chance. This isn't just about us. This is about a vehicle that is making a significant impact because this need was not being met. When our students finish, they will have a certificate. They will then set for an international Siemens credential. When we got this equipment, I wanted to have the best of the best. And the system that you will see today is one of the top 2 systems in the state of Alabama. It is the exact system they have in Vance that supports the Mercedes plant. So we're not halfway doing this. We are fully guns loaded, and we're coming out blazing, not only for our kids, but all of the underserved and under-resourced in our community. So we're going to ask a lot of you today. The first is for DHR is to help us continue to identify these students. The second is, if you know someone, doesn't have to be a former foster child, doesn't have to be a vet, but if you know someone that could benefit from this skill set, that has the capability of doing it, we have tutors. We can help them along the way. But if you know someone that could benefit, there is nothing more significant than a foster child who has had no one to depend on, that never speaks up, because when they do, they get in trouble, because they're moved home to home with new rules and different things. And then you have someone that served in our military, that knows all about brotherhood and team and I got your back and we're in this together. Do you see the magic that can happen there? Because they're going to bring each other up. And that's what's happening. We have such a team that has formed in this class. They are in this together, and they are not going to fail.